Right, and welcome back to the marketplace. My name is Hibak Said. Once again, tonight we're going to be talking about indigenous seeds for food security. Indigenous food, what does that mean exactly? We already have Dr. Njoki Mitugo in studio. Dr. Njoki, welcome so much.
Thank you.
To
Thank you so much.
TV47.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you. This is a conversation that a lot of people, it's rife in the country at the moment. Food security is a very sensitive topic.
Right.
But first, what does indigenous food mean to us as Kenyans? What is indigenous foods?
Oh, actually, indigenous food is who we are, because culture is tied with a lot of things. It's tied with food, it's tied with our names, it's tied with where we are and what we are disposed to or disposed of. We are who we are. We are what we eat. We are what we are exposed to. And we are actually who and where we are coming from.
Right.
Yes. So when you talk about indigenous foods, we're actually talking about us as Africans.
Us as Africans. And
Yes.
of course, it's a part of our heritage as well.
Exactly.
What we eat is who we are. Do you feel that indigenous foods are compromised at the moment when it comes to matters policy?
Let me say something that may actually amaze you, but it's something that we know and we know that over 99%, I don't want to say 100%, let me just say over 99% of our vegetables are classified as weed.
Right.
Yes, but they are actually our indigenous vegetables.
And this is a food that we usually
It's a food that we ate when we were growing up. Look at me. And growing up in the village,
right.
At my age, we consumed these vegetables. They were part of our food, of the kitchen menu.
Right.
Then along the way, they were classified as weed. And there's somebody somewhere formulating chemicals to get rid of our vegetables. And we are really importing exotic vegetables that are not tied to our DNA, because whoever created the earth or the universe knew why he put us where we are, and the vegetation that is where we are, and every other community in the world. Yeah. So I find it strange that we destroy what is ours, and we import what is not ours, and we promote it.
Right, and the question is, who have we become?
Exactly.
Dr. Njoki, about a third of the gross domestic product is made up from agriculture and, in extension, some of the produce that we have and that we sell.
Yeah.
And a lot of smallholder farmers are using these indigenous seeds to make a living or to etch a living.
Yeah.
And of course, there is the Seed and Plant Varieties Act that goes to, try to limit the seeds that smallholder farmers are using. What exactly is your opinion on that?
Oh. What can I say? Because I find it very strange.
Right.
Because the people who are formulating these policies, they are us. They know where we are. They know who we are. They grew up in that system,
right,
where the sharing of indigenous seeds was open. And we even have sayings attached to our different communities that talk about the sharing of seeds. Then all of a sudden, we are actually getting rid of what is doing well as per our area, and importing and introducing which is not surviving because of where we are. Yeah, so I find that policy kind of confusing. Let me just use that word, confusing, and strange, and questionable. Yes.
And Dr. Njoki, this comes at a time when the government is really pushing for food security. And already we have some clips from Kakamega where farmers and other such associated stakeholders are talking about this. If we could just have that clip running.
Ni kujaribu kuonyesha ama kudemonstrate the way tunatiritiwa wakati tunasikia wabunge wamekaa chini na kupitisha sheria, nikipatikana, nikishare ama kubadilisha ama kuuza mbegu yangu ya kiasili ni hatia na ninaweza fungwa.
So can you imagine, like, this is a small scale farmer, they have to look for around 75,000 Kenyan shillings to go through the process of certification. And then you're talking about a Managu seed that has been with us for years, and you're calling it your own seed. You're saying that you have gone through the process of registering, so we cannot like call it our seed. And we're talking about indigenous seeds that are very resilient, that are acclimatized to local conditions and local climatical conditions. So this is the one weapon that our farmers can use to fight climate change and to fight water scarcity.
Right, and I'm seeing Dr.